That's right.
That's me.
No, I'll do it for real. We're recording.
Couldn't hear that either. Your microphone's at your ears. Other way. Not my ears. Your ears. Your microphones are here.
No, it's gonna cancel.
Yeah, I know. They already are.
Okay.
Can't.
That's a fun video.
Got
all right.
Zero claps on that. That one worked.
Welcome to Namely 90s. Wow. The podcast that takes you back to the time before smartphones, Google, and Y2K. Join your hosts as they relive the pop culture that shaped a generation and the parts that many people wish they could forget. Listen in to the conversation about how the decade defined those who spent their childhood there and how it shaped them as adults. So, turn down the grunge and dial up the internet. Let's get started. It's time for Namely 90s.
That's right. You're listening to Namely 90s. My name's Andrew, and over there is Brandon.
That's me.
You can find us online at namely90s.com or on Instagram and Bluesky at Namely 90s. You can also find the show on YouTube every Monday at youtube.com/@namely90s. And if you'd like to support the show, head over to patreon.com/namely90s, also with 90s, and sign up for one of our support levels. Or better yet, go to,
Change.org.
Harris or Kamala for President.com. And,
donate that. I don't know. It seems like she's rolling in the dough.
So flew to Los Angeles again.
Nice.
The person I was flying with has one of those American Express cards that like gets you into the Delta Lounge, and I'm like,
very cool.
Okay, getting an American Express card now.
Yeah. Wouldn't it be funny if the Discover card got you into like every airport lounge? Your fly-by-night credit
club
card
called Anybody.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I drank I got shredded on Bloody Marys
today. Oh, in the lounge.
Love a Bloody Mary in the airport or on the plane. It's just my drink.
It's a weird drink for the. I don't know. That's not.
I only drink it on planes or at the airport. I just do.
You do or don't?
My thing. That's what I drink on planes at the airport. Bloody Marys.
I'll do a screwdriver. No, not a screwdriver. I'll do a mimosa minus the orange juice. Minus the orange juice.
Yeah, we were. I had the Bloody Mary, which is good. It's like a vitamin C and lycopene. And last night we got turned away from two restaurants that were too busy toward closing.
Uh-huh.
We went to a third place, and it was this bar, and I was like, I had one sip of my drink, and they're like, okay, last call. And I thought I needed to order a glass of like sparkling rosé, and like chug that because they were kicking us out of the bar, and I was just like wasted trying to get back to the hotel.
You mean they didn't, instead of kicking you out, they didn't make you order at the hostess stand and then sit down?
Oh my gosh. I don't know if we talked about this. Kayla and I went to California to see you, obviously.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And it was like walking into a restaurant and they'd be like, hi. And we were like, hello. Like, how can we help you? We would like to eat here. Why is this so difficult? Like, we've walked in, we're standing in front of the host stand. What else could we possibly be here for?
We're not Valley people. We're dressed somewhat decent. We're in our mid-30s. I think we would like to eat at your restaurant. Yeah.
It's bizarre.
It's weird how often I'm in strange situations with the two of you. Just like,
yeah, it's like we invite it, but we're pretty like reasonable people. We tip well. Like I don't think put off a vibe just walking in. Like we're just there. Like what else could you possibly be for? Three of us walk in and stand in front of the hostess stand at lunchtime.
Yeah.
What other possible explanation could there be?
Are you, and it was the weekend. Like for once you're here on the weekend. So it's like, what I don't know. It's the weekend it's lunchtime. It's dinner time.
I walked into Olive Garden and I had the same thing. I walked into the Olive Garden by myself. I think I was meeting Kayla, like coming in, the kids were already there. And she's like, I walk in, she just looks at me and I'm like, yeah, and she's like, are you here for the interview? And I was like, no, what? Like, granted, I was by myself, but and still, like,
you are Italian. You're Italian. You're familia.
The interview was the question that she asked me. That was the first thing that came out of her mouth. I was not there for the interview.
I wouldn't think you would be.
So there you go.
I mean, I'll go out and eat by myself on occasion. So it's just like, yeah, I get it. It's weird that I'm here by myself, but half the time they're like, one for dinner? I'm like, yes. Is that like a normal thing people do? Apparently it is.
Well, anyway, that was our experience.
Fun. Yeah. That was not enough chit chat. So,
well, you really can't. I was just say you really can't beat though. Sitting in the countryside, 75 degrees, light breeze, sipping on good wine. Like it was fun. I always enjoy that.
Yeah, I got a sunburn on my scalp, so.
Oh shit.
I was like,
I'm liking where they're going with the.
Why is my head bumpy?
I like where they're going with the Chardonnays. The oakiness being pulled back a bit has really made that more accessible for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's been like that for a decade and a half, but
well, it's so funny that like the reputation it still has is that it's like god awful.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also like older white
trash.
Ladies drinking like cheap Chardonnay.
Yep.
Like Robert Mondavi, Woodbridge or whatever.
Yeah, and that will still be over oaked and super butter bombs, as they call them.
It's because it's like from the 80s.
Yeah. White Zinfandel was a thing back then.
Who knew Chardonnay could be good again?
Yeah. And White Zinfandel just meant rosé.
Yeah, White Zinfandel, not white.
Yeah. In fact, pink, some would say. Not a white grape. No, it's just Zinfandel. It's a Zinfandel rosé. People still love them.
We determined that like commercially available wine is like a measurable percentage spider.
Yes. 15%.
We're having this conversation. There's a percentage that you can measure. We don't know what it is, but that it contains that much cider.
I would say up to 15%. Didn't you actually look it up?
Horrifying.
You actually looked up the statistic.
Yeah, but they couldn't really quantify it. But I was like, that's terrible. And then I just kept drinking it. I
mean, yeah, they get in there, they get pressed, and that's why I don't drink unfiltered wine.
Yeah,
think about that the next time you have a raw organic unfiltered natural wine.
It's just a spider smoothie at that point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100% spider.
Put that on a shirt and sell it. Glass of wine, spider smoothie.
Namely 90s spider smoothie.
Okay, I think that fleshed out in 10 minutes.
It didn't, but sure.
Oh, crap. Donald Trump's a monster. Okay, there we go.
Yes. Also, the Olympics. Did you see the meme where, like,
oh, yeah.
Oh, it's bad. Why didn't
the one where America won no medals in shooting?
That one, yes.
Yeah, we failed to medal in shooting. How is that possible?
Did you see the like? There's a response on Twitter that says, "Well, it wasn't held in a high school or an elementary school." One of those.
No!
Yeah,
or like a daycare center.
Yeah, yep.
That's bad, but also touche.
Too true.
Touche.
Is how the old people say. But yeah, the
but we did win a medal
team
for police running away from the scene of the shooting. What?
Gold medal for the gymnastics team. Simone Biles is the oldest gymnast to win a gold medal at 27.
She's on a mission, that one.
Mm-hmm. What else? Women's rugby placed with a bronze. U.S. women's rugby.
The funny thing about the swimming is like, couldn't you have gone just a little faster? They're swimming these ridiculous times.
Yeah.
They lose by like a finger length, and you're like, yeah, well.
Me here on my couch stuffing chips into my face. Couldn't have just had a little bit better form.
Yep. Gosh, we're slow getting off the starting block. Come on, lazy. No.
Yeah, no, it's impressive. And then I look at like the U.S. has like 30 gold medals right now, and then like the next country behind us has like 18, and like, are we dominating too much? Like, the other countries aren't going to want to play with us in the future when it comes to LA in 4 years.
Oh man, I did watch the 800 meter swim, and they swam for 45 minutes. It was like the longest event I've ever seen, and then to like lose in the last little bit because you just like ran out of steam. That's kind of disappointing.
Yeah, gotta be hard. That's what they said. Speaking of hard, nope. Segue. Batman the Animated Series. I forgot to send you the trailer, but there's a new Batman series coming out on Amazon this week, and it is called Batman the Caped
New
Crusader.
Adventures of the Animated... the Caped Crusader.
Yeah, but it's produced by Bruce Timm, who developed the original Batman the Animated Series, and it's kind of in that like noir style, but with different character designs. And I don't think it's like people are calling it a spiritual successor to Batman the Animated Series, but not like a direct sequel like many of the other.
Is it for children?
I mean, it's
because children don't know what film noir is.
Yeah, but like we liked Batman the Animated Series, and it was kind of noir-y as well. I don't know. I mean, I assume it's for children. I don't know. I honestly don't know who they're marketing towards anymore, because it's like they're trying to make things that not just kids will watch, but like adults too. Whereas like the
older
previous
versions.
Yeah. Especially if it's like Batman the Animated Series-esque, like it's specifically targeting people our age, and a little bit older, the people that grew up with Batman the Animated Series, who we also target with this podcast. So hello, if you're listening, send us a comment, and also if you're
insult and alienate them.
Yeah. Also, if your name is Eric Jones, stop sending stuff to our website. We don't need any leads. Thank you. It's a lot of spam, and I will dox you, man. Let's see. Unless you're a listener, and then send something related to the podcast. Not spam. You need to figure out how to filter out these emails, Andrew. I know I've been asking for forward for the emails. Don't want it anymore. No. I don't want to connect with no one. So if you are out there and you want to talk to us, engage with us. Don't send us spam. Batman the Animated Series. This is an animated superhero television series developed by Bruce Timm, produced by Warner Brothers Animation, and it aired on Fox Kids from September 5th, 1992 to September 15th, 1995, with a total of 85 episodes. It was hailed as a groundbreaking superhero show and received praise for its writing, art design, voice acting, orchestrated soundtrack from Andrew. Who's your favorite
John Williams.
Who's your third favorite composer?
Hans Zimmer.
Who's your fourth favorite composer?
The guy from Oppenheimer. No.
He has a Christmassy name.
Like Kringle.
You would think he would help Santa in his shop, because he's
Danny Elfman.
There you go. he's top 5, right? Because I know,
Yeah.
Is it Bruce Snow? That's X-Files. Mark Snow.
No, Mark Snow.
That's what it is. Yeah. And modernization of the title's character's source material. It led to multiple daytime Emmy Awards, as well as a Primetime Emmy Award for Outstanding Animated Programming. After it finished its original run, it was followed up with the new Batman Adventures, which aired on Kids WB in 1997 as a continuation of the series with a revamped animation style and lasted 24 episodes. It's also been considered the final season of the animated series. There was a 1993 theatrical release, Batman Mask of the Phantasm. I think we talked about that before, long ago. Mm-hmm. And the series took influence from Tim Burton's live-action films, Batman and Batman Returns, the Michael Keaton Batmans, and the acclaimed Superman theatrical cartoons. Nope, pass.
Who's this Tim Burton fellow?
Tim Burton. Good question. He likes Helena Bonham Carter a lot, and Johnny Depp.
Tim Burton's, isn't that like the donut place in Canada? Tim Hortons, there it is.
There you go. Get you some, what are they called? Timbits? Little Timbits and coffee.
Yeah, donut holes.
Yeah. They emulated Burton's film's otherworldly timelessness, which incorporated period features such as black and white title cards, police airships, and vintage color scheme with film noir flourishes. Music was composed by Danny Elfman, who kind of took the theme from the 1989 Batman film to make it the theme. I don't know. I'm just going to skip through that. Really well done. Yes. Danny Elfman wrote the Batman theme. 1992 Entertainment Weekly ranked the series as one of the top television series of the year. Yeah. And it spawned the DC DC Animated Universe, which includes this show, Superman the Animated Series, the new Batman Adventures, Batman Beyond, Static Shock, the Zeta Project, don't remember that one, Justice League Unlimited, and the following theatrical and or straight to DVD releases: Batman Mask of the Phantasm, Batman and Mr. Freeze, Sub-Zero, Batman Beyond, Return of the Joker, Batman, Mystery of the Batwoman, Batman and Harley Quinn, and Justice League versus the Fatal Five, which the last...
And Iron Man 3. No, just
came out in 2019. Iron Man 3, made by the same guy that did Lethal Weapon. Yes. So, yeah. We've talked about Batman the Animated Series before, I think. Do you remember watching any of it?
Did I watch this? I don't feel like that I did. Maybe. Did you?
I definitely watched. I mean, it was on reruns all the time. We did watch an episode for the first Christmas specials.
Oh yeah, that was the one with
the Joker. Oh yeah. Who did we watch that with? It was Christmas with the Joker. We've done over 50. We've done nearly 50 of these now.
It was a comics podcast. What was the name of it?
Was it a comics podcast?
Oh, man. Yeah. It was. Who was it?
This is embarrassing because I'm pretty sure they've been back since.
Here we go.
Was it Snescapades?
December 25th, 2020.
It was, it was the Christmas episode. Does it say?
It's taking me to X.
Oh, no.
Yes, it was with Watch Comics Pod.
Yes.
Watching Comics Pod.
They're cool. We did not have them back. We haven't had them back. I think, I want to say they disbanded.
Gosh, it was ages and ages ago.
Yeah.
Cool guys, though.
Yeah. They were geek dads and part of the Geek Dad podcast network. Mitch and...
We are too. I'm not a geek and you're not a dad.
Yep.
But yet we're in it somehow.
Well, they were on our show. Oh, are you saying? Yeah, no, we weren't.
I was just making a stupid joke.
Yes. Okay. Oh yeah, they were from Nebraska. Right. Yeah. Go check out that episode if you want a more in-depth insight into Christmas with the Joker.
I'm pretty sure I hated it, but I hate everything.
I thought you kind of thought it was all right. There was like, I want to say, I remember someone getting a Christmas present and then Batman just decking them.
That's like Christmas with in-laws. No, I'm just kidding. All right, with that, hey, let's go to Brandon for the Name of 90s Minute. Nope, that was the worst. That was the worst transition ever. Let's go to Brandon for the Name of 90s Minute.
Welcome back to Namely 90s Minute. Every week we look back at a culturally relevant show, movie, or piece of pop culture that probably helps stoke the algorithm. This week, in honor of the spiritual successor of Batman the Animated Series coming to Amazon Prime in form of Batman the Caped Crusader, we're looking back at the first feature film in the DCAU, Batman Mask of the Phantasm. Batman Mask of the Phantasm is a 1993 animated superhero film based on Batman the Animated Series, starring the voice of the Batman you think of if you're my age, Luke Skywalker as the Joker, the girlfriend from Fly Away Home as Andrea Beaumont/Phantasm, and the voice actors from the animated series. The story starts with Bruce Wayne and Andrea Beaumont visiting their respective parents' graves, and that makes them want to date. Oh god, the parallels to my own life. This was before he became Batman, but he was just starting his vigilante career. He finds himself conflicted over how to honor his parents best, stop crime as a miserable loner, or settle down and live a happy life with Andrea. He proposes to her and she accepts, but then suddenly leaves town with her father, ending the engagement in a letter. Shattering Bruce, he takes up the mantle of Batman. 10 years later, in the present, Batman thwarts a counterfeit money ring before the counterfeiter gets killed by Phantasm. But since Batman was at the scene, he gets blamed and the city vows to have Batman arrested. The Phantasm goes around the city killing older gangsters and keeps getting confused for Batman, so the witch hunt for Batman continues. The police almost nab Batman, but he's saved by Andrea, who reveals that these gangsters that are dying were in business with her father, who embezzled from them and they wanted him dead. While they're talking, Bruce notices a young Joker in the photo with one of the gangsters. Cut to the Joker revealing that Batman didn't do the gangster murders and accuses the city council member leading the Batman witch hunt as trying to cover up their own connection with the mob. Batman interrogates the council member and finds that it was the city council member who owed the mob money and was the one that sold out where Andrea and her father had fled to, and the Joker was the one who had killed her father. The pair put together that Andrea is Phantasm, not her father, because he dead. Andrea tracks down the Joker at his lair and tries to kill him. Batman intervenes and pleads with her to stop. The Joker blows up his lair and Andrea bids Bruce farewell. Bruce survives but finds no trace of his lover or Andrea. The film ends with a sad Bruce in the Batcave who is cleared of the Phantasm's murders, and Andrea on a cruise ship leaving Gotham forever. And that's Batman, Mask of the Phantasm in a Namely 90s Minute. More or less.
And now back to the show.
All right. Now that we're back, Batman the Animated Series. Batman the Animated Series was known for having some excellent voice cast and excellent characterizations of villains. Andrew, I probably mentioned this before. Harley Quinn was originally conceived in that show. Like, she wasn't from the comics originally. She was from Batman the Animated Series. Then they put her in the comics, and then they made Margot Robbie into her. And yeah, anyway.
And then no one has named their dogs after that character, and it made me mad.
That sounds like you. But over the years, a lot of different people have been voice actors in various Batman shows as villains. So I thought I'd do a little roundup and quiz you on if they are a Batman villain in Batman the Animated Series as their voice casted thing. Okay. Does that make sense? All right. So basically, I'm gonna say, like, for example, Kevin Conroy was Batman in Batman the Animated Series. So I'm gonna give you the voice actor and the character and basically you're trying to see if they're from Batman the Animated Series or not. And if they're not, they're a voice actor in a different animated series. Like I would say, Diedrich Bader played Batman. And then you would say, no, he wasn't. And then I'd give you a choice, or no, he did not play Batman in the animated series. And then I would give you say that's correct, Andrew. Diedrich Bader played the guy in Drew Carey that was not Ryan Stiles.
Yeah,
and
his name is Oswald, actually.
Oswald, yes. Wow, good pull.
But not Patton Oswald.
And then I'd give you an option to guess from, you have a bank there of 3 other Batman-related TV series, which I think include Batman Brave and the Bold, and The Batman, and Harley Quinn on Max. So you could guess from that bank and get a bonus point. And
all right.
Yeah. So yeah, so let's start. So because of the bonus point situation, I'm going to say you need to get, I don't know, a C. 7 points. 7 points.
All right.
That might be too generous. But yeah. Let's say let's just call them bonus points. Doesn't matter. First off, we have Mark Hamill as the Joker. Mark Hamill plays Luke Skywalker. Yeah, you know Mark Hamill.
I can confirm Mark Hamill did play the Joker in Batman the Animated Series.
Easy one to start. Well done. Ding. You're 1 for 1. That's how did you know that? How did you remember that? Is that something I've said before?
I just remember because you've talked about it before. And I actually did listen to you, even though it was you talking and it was about comic stuff.
And we did watch an episode with the Joker in it, right?
All right.
That was Christmas with the Joker. All right, next one. Helen Slater as Talia. I would assume that's Talia al Ghul, but maybe they didn't.
I don't know who either of these people are. Is she related to Christian Slater?
I think they are related, but Helen Slater played Supergirl in the original live action Supergirl. What is she in that you would recognize? She played the mom in the Supergirl TV series. She was in City Slickers.
I'm going to say no. Not in this.
The 1984 Supergirl.
Not in the animated series.
She was in The Legend of Billie Jean. She was in the 1994 Lassie movie.
No.
You are correct. No. She was not in. She did not play Talia in. Oh wait, sorry. Nope. You said no. Correct. And you.
Correct. She did not. She was not in Batman the Animated Series.
Okay. Sorry, that is incorrect. She did play Talia.
Gone haywire. Yeah. No.
I think you're back. Are you back? You're still glitching a little bit. There you are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that was incorrect. She did play Talia in Batman the Animated Series. So you're 1 for 2. Sorry.
That's okay. Thanks, Marriott. Well, no, that didn't give me.
Okay. All right. Next up, we have Wayne Knight as Penguin. Wayne Knight being Newman from Seinfeld, and the guy that
Dennis Nedry from Jurassic Park.
Dennis Nedry. I couldn't remember his character name. Is he
Penguin? This is a hard one because I feel like he was the right era for that.
Yes,
but he was also in Seinfeld.
I'm
going to say no.
Final answer?
He was listening to Jerry Seinfeld make bad airplane food jokes at the time. So I'm going to say no.
Newman. You're correct. Ding. Wayne Knight does not play Penguin in Batman the Animated Series. 2 out of 3 points. Would you like to guess which series he does play Penguin in?
Well, considering I thought he died in like 2009 and is still alive and well, I just feel like he was in The Batman in the 2004 to 2008 series.
That is incorrect, but great reasoning there. He plays Penguin in the Harley Quinn series, which is the most recent. of the ones I have on there.
Well, I guess it's good thing he didn't die.
Also,
why did I think he was dead?
That's a great question.
He did die.
Lose.
That's why.
Oh. When did he die?
He's dead. There's a glitch in the Matrix. I don't know.
Okay. Next up, we have Morena Baccarin. I don't remember how to say her name correctly anymore.
Who is that even?
She plays Inara on Firefly / Serenity. I know you've seen Serenity because we saw it at on premiere day for some reason.
Yep.
But do you? She's also the love interest in Deadpool. I'm
gonna say no.
Yes. Did she play Cheetah in Batman the Animated Series? You're saying no. You are correct.
She's too young. Yeah.
True. She could have been voice acting at a young age. Who knows? All right. So you got 3 out of 4. Do you want to guess which series that she played Cheetah on? 1 in 3 chance. Because for those of you playing along at home, I'm not including any DCAU castings because that would be kind of messy because Batman the Animated Series is
I want to say the Brave and the Bold.
You're saying she played Cheetah in Batman the Brave and the Bold. You're correct. You got that bonus point. You're back to 100%. Well done.
Hey.
All right. Next up, we have Michael Dorn as Burn. Michael Dorn, best known for playing Worf, the Klingon on Star Trek The Next Generation.
That's going to be a yes for me, dog.
Did he play... You're saying yes, he played Bane in Batman the Animated Series. That is incorrect, Andrew. I'm sorry, but you have a chance to make it back up. Where did he actually play Bane? My name is Bane. I am Gotham's Reckoning. Well, how do you sound in the actual movie that we saw?
I'm going to go with Hatley Quinn.
Did I write Hatley Quinn?
Yes, you did.
Might be. That is incorrect. Michael Dorn plays Bane in Batman the Brave and the Bold. But you're still batting 80. You have 800. You're 4 out of 5. Going into question 6. We have Ron Perlman as Clayface. Ron Perlman. Ron Perlman
also played the Hulk at one point? No.
It was the devil one. Hellboy. Played Hellboy.
Hellboy. I want to say yes.
You're correct.
Ding.
He did play Clayface on Batman the Animated Series. Well done. All right. Going into the next one, we have Kaylee Cuoco as Harley Quinn. Did she play?
Way. No.
No way. You don't think she played Harley Quinn in the original Batman the Animated Series?
I think she was too young. She's our age. A little older. But you are correct.
Ding.
Can you tell me which series she plays Harley Quinn?
She was 9 playing Harley Quinn.
She was like 4 playing Harley Quinn. How old is she?
Is it possibly Harley Quinn?
Harley Quinn? You're correct.
Ding.
She does play the titular Harley Quinn in Harley Quinn. Yes. Kaylee Cuoco is 38. So you're back to 100% again. Well done. Going into question 8, we have Clancy Brown as Mr. Freeze. Chill out.
Candice Bergen as Mr. Freeze.
Clancy Brown, best known as
Murphy Brown.
Clancy Brown.
That was a Murphy Brown joke.
Yeah, that was pretty good. But Clancy Brown, best known as, I don't know, Mr. Krabs, for one. He has that voice.
He also played the warden not the warden, one of the guards in Shawshank.
Yep.
He also played a character in ER, Carrie Weaver's love interest.
I didn't know that one.
Yeah, he was a pharmaceutical salesman.
So you know who Clancy Brown. I'm glad I picked mostly people who you know.
I'm going to say no. I don't think he has the charisma for it.
You don't think he has the charisma for playing Mr. Freeze? He did play in one of these 4 shows. But you're saying the Mr. Freeze from Batman the Animated Series was not Clancy Brown.
No, I'm going to say no. My reasoning is terrible because it makes no sense, but no.
You are correct. Ding. But what show did he play Mr. Freeze in with 0 charisma? Andrew?
Zero Riz. He played with Skibbity Toilet Riz.
He was the Rizzler.
The Batman, 2004-2008.
Final answer?
Yep.
You are correct, sir.
Ding.
Yeah.
Am I now over 100?
You're over 100. You're 9 out of 8. You could just miss these last 2 and get away with an A if you really wanted to. All right. But let's see how much over 100 you can get. Next up, we have John Glover as the Riddler. John Glover, best known for playing Lex Luthor's dad on Smallville, but he's also he was in Gremlins 2 as the Donald Trump character. And I know you've seen Gremlins 2 because
it was really messed up because I was like, I didn't know there was a black Riddler. I was thinking of a different person. Which Glover am I thinking of?
Donald or Danny?
Danny. I was thinking Danny Glover. I was like, geez.
Yeah, he's the Riddler that is getting too old for this shit. But John Glover, you probably remember from Gremlins 2.
I think yes, because I feel like he would have been more in his like character acting prime in the 90s.
All right, is that your final answer?
Yes.
All right, you have gotten that correct as well. So you have, let's see, you had 9, you have 10 out of 9 correct. Going into our final question. Neil Patrick Harris as Music Master. Was Neil Patrick Harris Music Master in Batman the Animated Series? Now you know he was Doogie Howser.
He was old enough to be Doogie Howser in like the late 80s, early 90s.
Mm-hmm. Then he disappeared for a little bit and came back with Harold and Kumar.
Music Master had kind of a high-pitched, annoying voice. I'm going to go Music Master, yes.
Batman the Animated Series.
Final answer.
All right. That is incorrect, Andrew. But you still have 10 out of 10. Do you want to go for that bonus point? See if you could stay over 100?
Let's do it. I'm going to guess he was in The Brave and the Bold.
That's right. He was Music Master in Batman the Brave and the Bold. Well done, Andrew. You finished.
The word campy was the dead giveaway.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That was rude. But I think he does campy things.
Campy or
That's
fun.
not meant as an insult, but some of the stuff he does is kind of like tongue in cheek and kind of cutesy and fun or whatever.
Yeah, he played a parody version of himself in the Harold and Kumar movies, which I think revitalized his career. But yeah, Andrew, you got 11 out of 10 on the Batman villain quiz. Congratulations.
Who knew?
Yeah, who would have thought? Who would have thunk? How did you do at home? Let us know. Contact us on our socials at Namely90s with 90S. Anything else for this week, Andrew?
No, I'm really proud of my performance on this game about a show that I don't
never watched.
Partake in.
Watched once. All right. Well, that's it for this week's edition of Namely 90s. You can find new episodes out every Monday. Find us on Instagram, Bluesky, and YouTube at Namely90s with 90S. And tell us what you want us to talk about on future episodes. If you'd like to support the show, please check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Namely90s, also with a 90S. And finally, you can also contact us through our website, Namely90s.com. But seriously, Eric, whatever the hell your name is, stop. Just stop
it.
Please subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, Audible, I'm Batman, podcasts, Nope, sorry, Pocket Cast. I gotta stop putting that right there. Castbox, iHeart, Good Pods, and wherever you get your podcast from. I'm Brandon. That's Andrew, and we'll catch you next time.